Guys, all right, so let's jump into today's daily energy. Today's Thursday, April 2nd, so let's see what's going on. Now, guys, this will be for all signs, so do keep that in mind. This is a collective energy. At the end, I will be picking 3 cards like always, so think of a card 1, 2, or 3. That'll be your personalized advice at the end of this, okay? All right, so what is Thursday, April 2nd, daily energy? The deck I'm using, guys, is Grand Lux Tarot. All right. So what is today's daily energy? Let's pull 3 cards here. All right, so the 3 of Coins came out. We have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Let's get one more. All right, we have the Hanged Man in the reverse here. All right, so the energy that we have is the Devil card in the reverse. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, Hermit card in the reverse as well. So there's definitely something here where I feel like there's something where either you guys or someone around you wasn't 100% aware of something that they were involved in. So maybe you were building on something that felt forced, or maybe there was some sort of unstable transition, you're feeling at this time. Okay, so let's see why these cards are coming out, because it does show that a person is doing their best to remove themselves from something toxic, but there is, I feel like, a lot of anger and animosity around this. Why is this 3 of Coins here? We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Why is this 4 of Wands in the reverse here? King of Coins, okay. And why is this Hanged Man in the reverse here? 2 of Cups. So honestly, what this is that there's a situation here that was outside of your control, or it was outside of the control of someone around you. And a secret came out that somebody was building something or is building something at this time. And this could be something that really brings a lot of financial abundance into your life. It could have to do with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn specifically. But it's like something's being built that is very, very strong here. And someone sees it as an injustice. Someone feels like because of this thing being built, I have to let go of something. And they're just realizing that something was a bad idea. I'm going to take this one level further just because I feel like the energies are so intricate. All right, so we have the Page of Cups reversed, the Chariot upright, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So for a lot of you, initially, this might be something that kind of like bothers you, or it could bother somebody around you, but it becomes clear that somebody was promising something that they just couldn't promise, okay? They couldn't keep up to it. They couldn't keep their side of this bargain, okay? Either that or somebody just wasn't offering anything to begin with. You're realizing that something was just unconventional for you, and you're standing your ground with that. But it could be difficult because it may have been something that a person really, really wanted. It could have been something that made you feel really happy or made someone around you feel very happy. But what I could say is that with you guys removing yourselves from this, no matter what part you play in it, it really puts you in a very, very solid direction. So my best advice for everyone today is whatever needs to be released, let it go. Because things are going to take off in a very positive direction. And you just have a strong tie, a strong bond to something. So it could be a person, it could be to finances. If you have been thinking about starting your own business or anything like that, like any sort of investments, I see that going very, very well. There's just something that you may have thought you wanted to be part of this process, and it can't be, okay? All right, so let's think of a card, 1, 2, or 3. That's going to be your personalized advice. Now, I always recommend, guys, that you watch all 3 because it's still going to be, advice for the day, but pay most attention to the one that you choose. All right, so think of a card, 1, 2, or 3. All right, so let's split this deck. All right, so we have 1, 2. If these cards want to stay straight, they're like spinning a lot because I just cleaned this counter. Well, my girl did. Let me not take credit. And we have 3. All right, guys. So let's start with number 1. So if you guys chose number 1, you have the devil card. Okay, so there's definitely something in your life where you're playing with fire. The devil can come in many forms, guys. This could be drug habits. This could be, alcoholism. This could be, someone abusive who wants to beat someone's ass. Just anything that if you have too much of it, it's a bad thing. Okay. Now, there's a decision that is being made in regards to something that is very toxic. I see a lot of passion, and I see someone making a decision towards something that they're just very, very immersed in, but let's see what direction this is taken. Death card in the reverse. And the Temperance card in the reverse. So you guys are in the works of something, but you have something around you that's so debilitating. Either you're stressing someone out or they're stressing you out, but you're still holding on to it and your soul wants no part of it. So Spirit is saying to release this devil, whatever the devil looks like to you, whether it's a person, a job, family member, I don't care. No good. It's going to get in the way of what it is that you're doing. It throws your soul off, and this is just, it's not a time to compromise your soul's comfort. All right, so let's look at card number 2. We have the King of Cups. So there could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio specifically that's going to be significant for you guys today, but let's see why that's popping out. We have the World card in the reverse. And the Queen of Wands. So it still has that sense of talking about unfinished business with something, but I feel as though there's something that stopped working out for a person. They're just not being honest about it. Okay, so there's something that a person is kind of just feeling debilitated by, something that's throwing a person off, and I just don't feel like it's something that they're telling the world. I'm going to pull one more card just because we have these 2 characters, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So there's definitely something new that's happening. At the same time, what I feel is that someone's releasing the burden of something that they won't admit. So I feel like someone is having a new start. They're very passionate about it. There's a lot of fire that they feel with this. It brings emotional stability, but I don't feel that a person is admitting something that they may have had to let go of in order to take this new path. And it's something that a person is still dealing with, and it's something that kind of throws you off. The biggest thing I see, guys, with, for card number 1, Temperance card in the reverse, for card number 2, High Priestess in the reverse, there's a lot of things that it's like your soul knows the truth of it, but you're fighting it. Okay, so the biggest issue I see today is that people are feeling things just within their spirit, but they're not listening to their gut. So that's the biggest issue. If you guys chose card number 3, you have the Ace of Swords. So this does talk about new beginnings, but specifically that you have to cut out something that was very conflicting first. Okay, so why is this here? We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. And the Emperor. So someone is just in a position where they're putting their emotions completely to the side. They're going to do what's best for them in a situation right now. Okay, so you're cutting something out. It was something conflicting. You don't want the burden of it anymore. And, this is a person that they're going to make the decision that's best for all parties involved. Even if it's something that's, difficult for you at first. You're doing what is best for the greater good. Okay, so you're really getting your head out of, it's like you're seeing things clearly. If there's anything that was holding you back, anything you weren't seeing, okay, any mental setbacks, you're removing yourself from that. And I feel like a lot of you are honing into yourself, okay? With the 5 of Cups in the reverse, if there's anything that was throwing you off emotionally speaking, or you just felt that you were lacking in something, you do recover from that. But again, what needed to be cut out? So definitely having to cut out whatever is burdening. Okay, so across the board, guys, I feel like the energy is the same for all 3 cards. It's just a matter of listening to your spirit and knowing that there's something that's holding you back, and there's no time for that anymore. All right. Okay, guys, I love you. I will be here doing readings. Now, guys, in regards to personal readings, in the past, it's taken me anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month, 2 weeks to a month to get readings out, depending on the reading, because they vary. Guys, I have been getting them out within a few days, but please, please, please don't rush me. I have people that now they're getting used to getting readings like every 2 days, and if it takes 3 or 4 days, people are really upset, not realizing it used to take me about a month. So I am like, I'm making wonders happen right now. So I'm doing a lot of work. Just be patient with me. This is probably the quickest in the history of high vibrations that people are getting readings back, just because I have all this time at home. So please just be patient. I'm working, but do remember I'm one person and there's a lot of you guys, okay? So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, high vibrations 44, you can find me on Twitter, Bruja Shit. And if you guys do need a personal reading, everything is in the description below. If you guys have been waiting more than like 2 or 3 weeks for reading, definitely email me so I could get that right out to you, okay? Take care.